Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Good night to our lovely viewers all over Brunei, Indonesia, and Malaysia. Today we are in the fourth round on Apex GT series, and my name is Naim, and I'll be commentating alongside with my usual partner in crime, Azza. Hello, Azza.
Hello, Naim. Nice to see you back again here.
Yep,
We
round
are,
four. Round four.
yes, round four. Now we are in Sao Paulo, Brazil, Interlagos. And we have a new update here. This should be a good one, don't you think?
Yeah, new upgrade on the game, do you mean?
Yes, new update on the game, obviously. The 1.4 patch has just come out on
Yep,
28th of
1.4.
July.
Daytona, is it?
Yeah,
The American Dreams. So round four, things are looking pretty tight so far in the top five of the leaderboard.
yeah, we're just waiting for a few more people, it looks like. But Furry here may have a chance since he's here.
And it's a funny fact that he is leading the championship without winning a single race.
Yeah, that's quite a perseverance there. Quite a luck as
He-
well.
yeah, and he is leading by I think almost 30 points.
33 points, I think. 33.
There you go.
So yeah, right now Ayman Shabim has a lot to do to close that gap. But due to the current point system, it might not so be easy for Ferdy to get away from all of this. He might have to hope for
Absolutely.
the slower cars to impede them or something.
Yeah, and now we are in the qualifying session, as we can see here with oh we are on board with Zuliman. He was quick in the practice session just now.
Yes, he is. Let's see if it translates to a qualifying performance as he's out there first. Very, very early here. Trying to get that tire times up very quickly.
And they only have 10 minutes of qualifying here, so not a plenty of time to warm up the tire, so they need to do it
Yeah, well,
quickly.
yeah, what's that? Maximum 7 laps?
Most probably 7 laps.
Yeah, that's not going to be enough to do a hot lap and then go back to the pits. But then again, there's only such limited amount of tires here, so they have to be careful as well.
Yeah, so it's either you want a low fuel but you have to get that pace absolutely on point to get that pole position without hurting the tires a lot, because they might want to reuse that tires during the race.
Yeah, that would be really bad if they're somehow flat spot the tire now, for example. So they have to be really careful as well, especially for those like behind Verdi. Essentially, they have to be really careful if they want to close the gap here. They only have one round left after this one.
You have all to play for the win in the championship here, as well as in the podium places here.
Yeah, as we can see now, the first flying lap here, Zuliman crossing the start line into the first corner. He goes second gear, probably first gear for him. Ooh, a bit of a curb jumping there, bouncing all over the place. Right now, I'm assuming their tires are still not warmed up yet,
Nah,
so they might
not yet.
yeah they might take a few more laps to do this. We should see that the lap times tumble down really really quickly after these few laps.
Especially in those in the final 5 minutes, as the fuel burns down and the tires hits up. That's when the timing goes really really crazy there.
Yeah, and now with the new update also changes how the brakes work, the brake thermals essentially. So we should see slightly different
Yeah, it's
result.
good. Yeah, it's going to adds up the temp from the brake into the tires. So we'll see how they will manage this new update.
Uh, how they set up the brakes now affects how they run the car.
can see here Zuliman on that final corner in this first, let's say, warm-up lap.
Yeah, provisional lap time. Here we
Let's
go.
see what's the timing. So we can see the benchmark here for
Yeah.
Sao Paulo here in the GT3 as he goes to the start finish line. 137.341 with Jusmin following with a 37.5.
Kelvin Pau there has a bit of a moment there. Looks like 42. Looks like he need more time to warm up his tires.
Same goes to Rifai as well of 42.
Uh, Hope they're not screwing up their tires early on. Oh, I think they go home. Yeah, they're just warming up at this point. I think this is probably their flying lap.
Yeah, they don't want to push the tires early. You can see everyone is doing 40s in the 40s except for those two, Zuliman and Ahmad Yusmin.
Yeah, they're pushing really early on, trying to get that core temperatures to work. And when Shamim here with his first lap time, assuming he didn't invalidate it.
There you go, 36 provisional pole time here. And Ayman Shamim, a contender for a championship win here, currently sits in P2 alongside with Rafid Fadil with the same points.
Yeah, he has, well, he has 33 points to make up there. So that's quite a lot.
Assuming Ferdi doesn't get a lot of points this round.
Yeah, he needs to keep 30 behind to keep the championship hopes alive. Here we have Zuliman breaking the 36 1 minute 36 seconds mark there.
Yes, we can see the left-hands are now stumbling down the order here from 40s to 30s.
Yeah, as the rubber is being picked up here. The truck is getting really rubberized now. The tires are getting stickier. Drivers are getting comfortable now, more and more comfortable.
More confident to push the car at this stage. Eh?
Yeah, especially turn 6.
We have January, a newcomer to the series as well.
Yeah, should that should be a BMW, unfortunately. But due to technical issue here from
The game side, not our side.
inside. Apologies for the technical problem there. And look at that, Ayman Shamim answers back with a 35-7. Can Ahmad Jusmin steal that away?
Taking the shortest distance there.
And he
And
does.
yep,
Look at that. Almost
34.1.
34.
Using those F1 esport esport line.
Yeah, he's really onto it now. Despite him being 49 points down. And look at that, Ferdy has just started to make up his lap. And
Oh,
Nico Hope,
there you go.
35.1.
That's a hundredth difference between those two.
Just milliseconds. Very close. Who will be the one who goes 34 first? 34 seconds. Ahmad Isan here with a 38. A bit of all over the place for him. But
In a Mercedes as well. It's not an easy car to drive.
yeah, the only Mercedes around so far in this championship.
You can see Ayman improves his lap time as well. 35.2. So a tenth down between him and those top two.
Yeah, I think he has one more lap if he can make it.
You can see they just made improves his lap time to 34.9, and
Taufik
the topic out of nowhere takes the pole position, provisional pole with a 34.897.
out of nowhere, really. What a surprise there with the Lexus breaking the 35-second mark. He just came in there and then like just posted his time out of nowhere.
Yep, that caught us by surprise as well. As
What
we
a
are on
lap for
board,
him.
as we are on board with Ferdi Ramadan here. Think this might be his final lap. Get it if he wants to win it.
Yeah, this is a good chance for him to win at least one race.
He's 9th, I think, or almost a second.
I think he went out of the pits quite later on, so his tires are probably not up to snuff yet. He's probably saving it for the race, don't you think?
Most probably, yeah, because the race is 1 hour and 30 minutes, and well, we know that the tires might hold up to 1 hour and 30. But when you have the advantage of a not so fresh tire, but still a good tire life on it, might be advantageous for him.
Yeah, I think that might be his plan. As Taufik goes to the finish line, let's see if he can improve. Look,
34, look at that, 34.6.
wow.
Yeah, 3 tenths clear of Jusmin here. I'm pretty sure Jusmin is in the pit.
Yeah, he's
You can
not
see,
taking another lap there.
yeah, we can see with the like a sign of L6 on the side of his number. And we have Nicole Hong there jumping Ahmad Jusmin there, going into P2. And only a tenth, no, only 2 tenths, I think, from Taufik.
Yeah, barely 2 tenths there. So it's quite very close to each other now.
We are on board with Ayman coming into his final few corners. Let's see if he can improve his lap and get that magic 34s here.
Look at it. Looking at the timing boards, things seems pretty bleak here for him. Let's see, can he do a magical sector 3 to do it? Cross the line he goes.
And he doesn't improve his lap time.
Yeah, he will have to contend with fourth position for now. With yeah, he's main contender, so this could be quite interesting.
You can see, I think everyone have done their qualifying, maybe a couple few more. Nope, I think that's it.
Yeah,
So we have Taufik in pole position with a 134.6, followed by Nico Hong and Ahmad Jusmin here for our top three.
yeah, that's quite a shakeup for the championship, especially for the lead runners. Yeah, he could steal the win away from either all of these, either the top four. Here we go. As we go to the rest session.
So 1 hour, 30 minutes of fresh time, 90 minutes. Anything can happen. And by looking at the by the prediction just now, we saw some tiny bits of rainy session on that final third of the race maybe.
Yeah, it seems to be quite random, just like the Brazilian tropical weather.
Yep, but that's it's going to add up to the fun of this race.
Yeah, yeah. So stay tuned. This will get interesting after the second half.
Yep, after everyone have done their pit stop, and we'll see who have the better strategy here in this race.
Yeah, it's all about mind games here.
Yeah, and depends on the weather as well on that final few minutes of the race.
Yeah, as we wait for everybody to line up 5 seconds before they're gonna roll over.
Formation lab has started.
There we go. The line up to the starting finish line here. Taufik leading the charge of this pack, controlling the pace of basically the whole grid here, so you can go as quickly as you want here
Yeah,
until the green light. But we'll see. Let's see coming to the first corner later.
yeah. Can the guys behind him jump him, or will he get away?
You can see here a few Mustangs, Porsche, BMWs, and only one Aston Martin and one Mercedes. Yep, just a couple of few meters left before the green light.
Green flag, green
And
flag.
here we go.
Here we go. Looks like Taufik has a good start there. Nico still side by side with him.
Oh, look at Faraday showing the nose to Ahmad Yasmin.
It looks like every yeah,
Oh,
good tight there.
so
Ooh, Ayman Shamim there with
oh,
birdie.
two title contender there.
Oh
Oh,
no, the other Lexus. That must be refi. We need to get a replay for that.
yep. I think he lost a tire there.
Oh no, so far, but so far, I think everyone in the leading contenders are doing fine at the moment.
Except for Ayman Shamim there.
Yeah, he got squeezed there by either he got squeezed or he squeezed Ferdy there for a moment.
We'll have to look at the replay for that one.
Yeah, we have two replays to look at after this. And Jusmin there, I think he got caught out or something there. And Ferdy, is there damage to his car? Or Kelvin is all over the back of Ferdy there. And Zuliman as well. Yeah, look at that. Ferdy's, is that from the contact of the from the contact of the
From the Zulu, no,
from
from
Ayman
Ayman, I
Shamim,
think.
yeah,
Yeah.
from Ayman Shamim. But so far, yeah, Zuliman keeping close to Kelvin Pau, which is a surprise one. There you go, Zuliman trying to get past Kelvin Pau, but Kelvin Pau, maybe a good exit here for Zuliman. Here we go. Can Zuliman make it through? Switching lanes? Are we switching lanes here? Very close. It's gonna dive down. What a mind game from Kelvin Pau there. Just placing his car, making uncertainties towards Zuliman there.
Looks like we have our Ministry of Defense from Malaysia coming, joining the party here.
Yeah, what a surprise for him. And oh no, is that Ayman Shamim in the pits?
Yeah, that did Simon Shamim looks like he have some damage to his car.
Oh no. Considering, yeah, that's gonna hurt his title chances there. As we go back again here with the race. Here's the what's the replay here? Hope we have a replay. But so far here we're still watching. Freddie goes ahead. Oh, he tries to go back to the track and then he hits. and then
That's
that
a
also,
that's a tank slapper.
I think stewards might have to look at that. Maybe, yeah, they have to look at that. I mean, look at that. Yeah, a puncture
I
probably
think that, yeah,
for,
that's a puncture. So this is the new update on the game where they introduce a tire puncture to the game now.
yeah. I think that Sparks is new as well,
Yep.
so you can see now when the car drops enough, then you'll know it's a puncture once the front skirts touches the ground and it just keeps sparking.
As we are now on board with Eric said, they are following these two driver here.
He's probably just watching the battle. Oh,
Oh,
Isan just at the moment that turns 6. Yeah,
he just loses the rear grip of the tires there.
yeah,
Oh, the tires are not going to be happy there, Asa.
yeah. It's quite early in the race as well. That's gonna feel really bad on his wheel probably, as Zuliman here falling back behind, not not being able to stay behind Kelvin Pau, who's managing well in this race. And Wadi,
Going head to head to with Yanwar here.
yeah, let's see if we can defend against Januar.
Let's see if he can shows us that magical defensive work that he did during Spa.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Let's see if we can, what you call this, his perseverance, will he transfer here to Brazil, as Januar uses the entire track to exit out of that Senna S. Oh, bit of a mistake there from Wadi.
That gives Yanwar the chance to sniff behind his back here. He tries to attack here.
Oh, here we go. Just enough. Just enough to not give Januar the chance. Not yet, so far. Yeah, quite a narrative movement there, but he still keeps it there. Whoa!
Yanwar tries to go from the outside here, looking on the outside line. So with these two fighting, it gives the chance to Akil here to close up the gap as well. Another newcomer to the series here.
Yeah, we'll see what he can do as well. As Wadi just leaving enough space and just placing his car everywhere. Yeah, Yanwar is having a hard time to get through there. And of course, I think he's doing an early braking scheme or something. I think that caught off Yanwar a little bit,
Yeah,
as Akil just stays behind there.
as Wadi here continues to place his car and makes life difficult for Yanwar to.
Yeah, but here where he always stumbles, just like last time. But this time, Yanwar is not close enough to do anything at the moment. Oh, look at that!
Oh, little wobble on the brake there.
Yeah, Yanwar must be thinking that Wadi is very unpredictable here. That's what gives him a bit of an advantage, really.
So if he wants it, he needs to pass Wadi as soon as he can here.
Yeah, he needs to force Wadi into a mistake.
Yep, he needs to make a move here, or he'll be what? Oh,
Look, it's already 9 seconds behind
yep.
them.
If Yanwar wants to catch up to this front runner groups, he needs to overtake Wadi as soon as he can. As you can see here, Kelvin Powell with Zuliman behind his back ever so closely here.
Yeah, this is the time where Zuliman outbreaking Kevin Paul.
On the
Here we
outside,
go.
so the inside line, nope.
Kelvin Powell keeps it.
And we have another straight line here.
And that will it be another defensive maneuver? Here we go. Into turn 4.
Oh, he dives. That's so late on the break there.
And Zuliman gets it. Quite a move there from him. After a few tries, finally he's there. But
But it's
now,
not over.
yeah, but now he has to get away. And it's only 11 minutes into the race, so they must have burned a lot of their tires there
With
to
Kevin
battle.
Powell. Yeah, Kevin Powell is still sticking behind him.
Look at that.
Like
A
that.
dive, a dive. Can Zuliman hold it? Here we go. Side
But he
by
get
side.
it.
They're still side by
Yep,
side.
yep. He's in the inside line to the next corner as well.
Will Kelvin do a switch back here?
But look at behind Calvin. Eric Satria here.
Eric
Right.
getting a good exit. Can he overtake the two cars? Will it go 3 wide here? As we go into the start finish line. Here we go. 3 wide into the first corner. Who will take it? And Kelvin Pao just takes it.
Oh, like that. Zuliman loses 2 places.
Oh no. For Zul Iman, it's 1 step forwards and 2 steps backwards for him. These 2 laps. As the 2 Mustangs just overtook him.
The 2 Mustangs just bullies the McLaren of Zuliman here.
Yeah. He has a lot of work to do now. Eric Satria, quite smart there, just taking advantage of the situation. And here
You
we
can
go.
see here,
Januar.
Januar there.
Oh,
Oh,
oh no. Bit of, no, that's not a bit, but a contact for Wadi and Januar.
a chance of moving on the braking there.
Probably, yeah.
Oh,
Oh no. Oh
oh,
no. Isan spun and then hits Akil there.
ooh. Lucky that he avoid the the wall there.
Yeah,
So you
that's,
can see here, Ayman Shamim there trying to recover from the earlier incident just now.
yeah, he has a lot to do. Oh, Akil, I think Akil spun again. At the rear. No,
Oh
no.
no,
He's fine, he's fine. I thought he
it's a
spun.
big slide there.
Yeah, just big slide. Oh, he's lucky avoiding that. Yeah, as you said, avoiding that wall.
Yep.
That's going to cost him a minute at least in the pits
As you
if that
can see
happens.
here, Zuliman is not catching up to these to the 2 Mustangs in front. What happened to him?
Yeah, I think he's just let breaking there by Zuliman, just trying desperately to catch up. As Eric Satria a bit wide there, giving Zuliman the
Yeah,
chance here to get close.
yeah, he got the slipstream, but the Mustang with its straight line speed,
Can Zuliman make a surprise dive? No.
nah,
Yeah, he's
it's too far back. It cannot.
And look, is that a track limit? Oof.
The still is not going to be happy with that. As you can see here,
Ooh, I think Wadi
they were
just
side by side.
yeah,
Yeah, they are side by side.
Wadi just squeezed in Januar too much there. I think Januar was already on the inside. But they're still back together here.
Then, oh, you know, are going too wide there.
Look at that, Wadi just closing in again. As Januar unable to get away from Wadi. And now Wadi is on the offensive, just taking the shortest line possible, trying to get close
And
as
we
much as
have,
possible.
uh, and we have Ayman Shamim as well at the back trying to unlap himself.
Yeah, you better be careful between these two.
Yeah, and not get caught by in this battle between Yanwar and Wadi here.
Yeah, it looks like Ayman is going to probably have a run up because Wadi just has just compromised his exit by going through the grass there.
As you can see, Zuliman is still behind these two Mustangs.
Yeah, I think he has lost his team a little bit. Maybe trying to regain his composure to try to attack when the right time comes.
What did I just gave in already?
Yeah, it's unfortunate for him, but they're still close. Ooh, Eric there, a bit wide on the curb. Not sure if he's awaiting his tires or something, but he's struggling a little bit. But then again, Kelvin Pau is still right in front of them, so Eric
he
Satya has nowhere to go at the moment.
he's pulling away here. It's like well, Kelvin trying to manage his pace and fuel by the loss of things.
Yeah, this gives complications way more to Eric. Yeah. As we have a replay there from here on board on Akil's view, see what happens with Isan. Yeah, Isan just spun in front of him and then he got caught. And then Akil got caught there. As we go to
The Senna S here. Zuliman taking all of the curve there. Not sure that's going to be an optimum lap because the car is bouncing. So
yeah,
it's a mess
you
of grip there.
yeah, you just lose time on contact with the road there by bouncing. But then again, he's really close to Eric.
So the McLaren is well typically is aerodynamically stable while the Mustang have a very strong straight line speed here.
Also, the appearance of a big car really helps since Zuliman probably cannot see anything in front of the Mustang.
Yep, you can see here the Mustang are too wide and a little bit taller from the McLaren here.
Oh yeah, I think Zuliman all he sees is just a big cruise ship in front of him.
Especially those GT wing behind the the Ford Mustang there.
Yeah, that's this. Whoa,
Oh, that's going to be a track limit again.
I think that's a track limit for sure, right?
Yep.
Oh, Eric there, a little bit of going onto the grass there. Not sure. Yeah, that will compromise his exit. Zuliman's on it now. Will Eric take the defensive line? Here we go.
Yep. He's staying close to the pit wall there.
Yeah, side by side they go into turn one. Zul Iman trying to outbreak Eric here, and
Oh,
he
look at
does.
that break. Can he keep it though?
Yeah, Eric seems to have a good exit here. Still very close. Battle is not all the way yet.
Eric is really close behind Zuliman here. Will he make an attack here?
Into turn
Oh,
four.
showing the nose.
No, he doesn't. He stays back. Zuliman regains his position again. We're back to square one after all that.
With Kelvin Paul leading this group here.
Hey, yeah, he's just managing his tires there. Well, it's only 20 minutes into the race at the moment, so yeah, Kevin Pau is managing well so far. Don't you think?
Yep. Still in the first 20 minutes, a bit few more of racing time to go here. Let's see how well, how things goes as the race moves on, especially when they are going to do their pit stop here. We might see a shuffle of position here.
Yeah, and you notice that the the skies are getting darker a little bit.
I think it's most probably the timing of the race
Yeah,
starts off at maybe in the late afternoon.
yeah. Maybe the clouds are starting to move in as well.
Yep.
Who knows? As now Taufik is just leading at the moment, and
Yep, with
still
4 seconds.
fastest lap as well. Almost half a second behind. Almost half a second. No, the second fastest is Ahmad Jusmin with a 35.4. Oh yeah, they're keeping it together.
Yeah, you can see here Faraday as well is not making rounds from the start of the race basically.
Oh, here another battle here. Zuliman, another assault, another offensive from him. But Calvin, he's just a brick there, a brick wall, essentially, to Zuliman.
How will Zuliman tackles this obstacle here?
Yeah, he has two. Yeah, he has two things. Oh,
We have Isan there. I think he loses the rear grip again there.
yeah, he's
Uh,
fine.
yep,
Yeah,
and then goes into the wall.
the Mercedes is just too tricky for him to drive, probably.
As we are back to this to this group for fifth position here between these three cars.
Zuliman better be careful here. He has both front and rear to watch out for.
Two big cars in front and behind him.
Yeah, if he's not careful, he might get caught up by the rear car behind him, essentially.
Yeah, with Mustang top speed here.
Fortunately for him, Eric is quite far away from him.
Yeah, probably have a bad exit on that final, no, not a final turn there.
Might be a bit understeery problem for Eric there, especially on the exit. Oh, Iman taking a lot of curb there. He's just skipping the track, getting a good exit there. Let's see. Now he's really close as we see the replay from Isan. And Kelvin Powell still keeps it well. That's the replay there, Isan. I think he has a suspension issue probably considering how he spun during a low speed section.
You see here Eric falling down, well, falling behind there, ever so closely there. Looks like he's trying to save his tires probably, or made a few mistakes.
Cooling down his tires, perhaps?
Maybe with the new updates. So even we don't know how the game works now.
Yeah. I think, yeah, if they set up the brakes wrong, might be a problem since the brake times has been overhauled recently with the 1.4 update. But so far, the top six are doing fine.
Yeah,
So
so
must be just a
must be a few, yeah, must be just a few mistakes that
yeah.
caught him by surprise maybe. So, but we'll see.
Stalfik here, 5 seconds lead. No contest for him there.
You can see the Nickel Hong followed by Jusmin there behind him just now.
Yeah,
He's
everyone's.
pulling ever so well. Oh, the battle is not over here.
Here we go, another run up for Zul Iman. Can he do it this time?
Good exit. Is he close enough to attack here?
Far though,
Yeah,
lap I think. But Kelvin Powell still places his car there.
maybe that will compromise his exit speed move.
But it's good enough that Zul Iman not.
He's not even close to him here.
Whoa, Kelvin almost has a moment there on turn 6.
Side by side.
Zul Iman the chance. Here we go. On the inside, Zul Iman. But
They're
it's not
still
over
side by
yet.
side here, and that this gives Eric the chance to close the gap.
That's really close. Kelvin Powell saved there by the extra left-hander there.
He keeps his position. There you go. Our Ministry of Defense from Malaysia doing the work there.
Wow.
Didn't expect that from him.
Yeah, what a defense there. But Zuliman is still all over back at the back of him. Here we go, another one. They're still pretty long way off from a pit stop here, so this could go on.
We're still 25 minutes into the race.
Yeah.
And these three have been fighting from first race. Oh, that's a huge hit by Eric there
Oh,
to Zuliman.
oh no. But thank goodness Zuliman recovered a little bit, but not sure about the damage on his car though.
Seems like the car looks fine. No, well, no damage can be seen there. No sparks on the ground as well.
No
So
smoke.
that's a good news for him.
Yeah. Ooh.
But the tires damage is pretty little bit higher by the looks of it. If you see the slide there, the lazy slide, we'll call it.
Yeah, I think his tires are a bit cooked at the moment. As Kelvin Power right now, 2 seconds.
He needs to pull away as quickly as he can here, especially with Zuliman's tires.
Yeah, yeah, you better take the chance here while the two cars behind him just backing off at the moment.
Go, Kevin! Just run away!
Yeah, he's 2.4 seconds ahead at the moment.
That's going to be another track limit infringement there.
Yeah, you better watch it. Even though it's like what 3 point system, like accumulative system, but still though you can accumulate a lot.
I think it's point this race.
Yeah, especially if he cuts that big into the corner.
Probably a point 5 or
Yeah,
even a 0.75 penalty points there.
yeah. So you better watch it though. But Kelvin Powell is not being able. So I think the Zuliman's car is pretty healthy. In fact, he just dropped half a second of Kelvin Powell there. So there might be a chance here as Wadi, Akil and Wadi. Ooh, Akil is getting closer to Wadi actually. Here's the
You can see a
replay.
replay here, yeah. It's like Eric really blade on the brake there. A
Yeah,
slight tap on the rear and rear left of tires of Zuliman. So luckily it didn't puncture his tire or even break his suspension there, rear suspension.
yeah. It's quite lucky enough for him. Fortunate. Eric misjudging the brakes there. Quite quite uncharacteristic for him. Yeah, Zuliman is catching Kelvin Powell as well. But here, Akil is not close enough yet to worry. But we'll see.
Yeah, and looking at their fastest lap times, they are almost on par with each other here. So no advantage between these two.
Here we go. Two countrymen fighting for the ninth place. Very close now. I think Akil will try to get a run up on the last corner and then
Yeah,
pull from dive him on the turn one. Ooh, a little bit, but yeah, he lost a little bit there. Half a second off Wadi after that corner, so he might have to go. Yeah, that's a bit too far.
yeah. So he needs to take his opportunities on that twisty section of the track because that's where the Porsche are really strong there.
Yeah, he needs to make use of the acceleration as well. As Zuliman is under 1 second again behind Kelvin Pao. Very close. Wadi is just keeping a good pace here to keep Akil out of his range. I was going to say DRS, but it wasn't a DRS. That was an ancient system. Let's call it that.
A BMW top speed. You
Mm,
can't beat the top speed of BMW, especially when you are on the Porsche.
yeah.
You can see here the energy remaining between our top two. 2% difference between those two cars. Will that be, well, huge difference between the, well, in the race, essentially?
I think it would be a 3% minimum for a track like this, no?
Yeah, it should be around 3 point, what, 3.3 or 3.5 around that.
Yeah, at least we say 5%. So I think they will pit at the same time,
Yeah,
depending on the
unless
track.
yeah, unless if Nicole can fuel save a little bit more and adds another extra lap to his 10 on the first one. But we'll see how he will manage his energy here.
Yeah,
As we are
definitely.
back on board with Kelvin Pau defending against Zuliman here. We are 30 minutes into the race and he is still defending against Zuliman here.
Yeah, another defense going to be commencing soon.
Yeah, what a shows, what a tenacity that Kelvin Pau is showing here.
Yeah, quite an improvement after last time around. But there's still 1 more hour of racing to go. Must be mentally tiring to be defending for 1 hour straight, if that's the case. But
Yeah,
we'll
we are
see.
halfway there.
Yeah, we're halfway there.
We'll see if he can. Well, he can keep his composure as well as his reaction time and what racecraft. Everything comes into play here.
Yeah, so far, he hasn't had any contacts yet. Only Eric and Suleiman.
Yeah, he's just placing his car where it should be to avoid being overtaken by Zuliman and Eric Satria here.
Yeah, the last time it happened was because he had a mistake slightly. That's it. We go into turn 4.
Zuliman still far behind here from Kelvin Pau to make an attack here.
Hoping for a mistake from Kelvin. Not this time around.
Ooh, really close there behind Kelvin Pau there.
Yeah, Eric's also. Oh, Suleiman
Some
makes a
mistake from
mistake
him.
on the exit, and Eric takes it easily. And now Suleiman has more driving to do, more offensive to do. Yeah, his tires are looking at him quite.
The tires are not happy there.
Yeah, he's not happy with him. Definitely.
After 30 minutes and well, a slight mistake like that can cost you position here. Can see from Kelvin just now when a mistake was made. Well, he loses a position and well, initially as well Zuliman were in front was in front
Yeah.
of Kelvin Pau, and with a mistake, well, loses two positions.
Yeah. Thankfully, the the 10th corner saved him.
Yep.
Really, as we go, Akil here haven't got the best chances yet, but oh, a bit wiggle there onto the exit, but not close enough to Wadi as Wadi just powers through with
Yeah,
his.
even with the slipstream, you can see that the Porsche is not well gaining.
Yeah, it's actually the BMW is getting smaller. It looks like from here.
Maybe a few mistakes, so the traction just turns on that final corner that they took there.
Yeah.
So that compromised the exit speed of Akil's car. That
Oh, here is a bit closer, but oh, that exit there quite messy. Yeah, not enough. He doesn't have to do anything at the moment. He's too far back. No need to do anything, Wadi.
you can see that Nico Hong and Ahmad Yussi, not sure if they are close to each other or is that the interval between those two.
Uh, Jusmin is 6 seconds behind Nicole Hong. So
Okay.
yeah, I think they're just the top four. The top four are just managing at this point.
Well, position for fifth is still ongoing here
Yeah,
from the
probably is until the pit stop or until one of them hits the wall or something. Yeah, Zuliman, he's quite close to, but unable to overtake. That must be really frustrating, don't you think?
yep,
Like
it's really frustrating.
it looks like he has the pace all the time compared to the two Mustangs.
But the consistency that he doesn't have that consistency, especially when you clear the car that you just attack. So maybe pressure,
Yeah, most probably.
looking at the virtual mirror too long or too much there.
Yeah, and then making a mistake. Yeah. So yeah, he needs to just not look at the mirror once in a while or something.
Yeah, it's to calm down. especially after overtaking there.
Yeah, because at this rate, even though if he tries to overtake here,
He will never
by
run away
that
from
by
these two.
then, yeah, by the time he's in front, his tires probably has burned from all the outside overtaking he's doing.
Which is not the optimum line. So yeah, he's just hurting his tires for 30 minutes straight without well, without having any good results.
Yeah, and look at this. The gap is slowly increasing a little bit, but
The two Mustang just pulls away from him.
yeah, but so far it's still under 1 second. So yeah, as Eric here coming close to Kelvin Pau, that's quite a good exit from Eric. But will it be close enough? Look at that, Eric just using the full track.
Oh,
Yeah, he's definitely closing in, but not quite enough to make a move.
do you see what I see here? The wipers are on.
Oh yeah,
Are we seeing any rain coming down?
I mean so far, I mean the track time has gone down quite significantly from 35 to 23 degrees.
But we still, well, we're yet to see water droplets here.
Oh, this could change. Wow, that's quite early into the race. Oh, look at that. The wipers are on.
There you go. You can see here the track. The track is still dry. I think it's a sign that it's coming as a Loza is going to be another wet race, a wet end to the race like Spa.
Yeah, it looks like it. But it's so early now. The drivers have to think carefully here, especially those with full fuel loads for 1 hour stint. What will they do?
This is where it gets exciting, where the strategy comes into play. When do you want to pit,
Yeah.
or well, whether the track is going to be really wet towards if we continue to do this race, might be just droplets here. We might, well, we never know, or it might be a full wet after well, maybe few 15 or 20 minutes into the race.
Yeah, unfortunately, we cannot see the background of the Interlagos. It will be interesting to see, just like F1 a few years ago, where the background was really dark.
Yep, a Max Verstappen dark lap time there,
Yeah, that was an amazing picture, to be honest.
and he got pole.
Yeah, quite amazing. But here, yeah, the temperature keeps dropping, so it's definitely raining. Just a little bit, judging from the track times itself.
And the track itself is still dry. Oh, a few nervy moments there from Kevin Power on the break there.
Will this will this change the fortune for Zuliman? Considering the Mustangs on the wets.
But my experience in ACC is not really that good, especially in wet condition.
Yeah, especially when you need the weight at the back to keep the traction down.
Yeah, well, all of the weight are in front of the car.
Yeah, so we're expecting the Mustangs to struggle a little bit on acceleration when the rain comes. But who knows how they tune the car. So far, Kelvin keeping a nice pace here. Yeah, they're starting to avoid the curb a little bit. Maybe it's just Kelvin, not sure.
Maybe it's still uncertain whether to take the curve or not. As we can see we can see clearly the wipers are on.
Also, the track has just changed to mostly dry.
So there are some wet patches by the looks of it.
Well, our left timing board shows rain is 4%. It's coming. With Taufik. Ooh, Taufik just consumes a little bit more energy there, but I don't think that makes a huge difference.
it needs to be around 5% if Nico wants to have another extra lap on Taufik. Yeah,
Yeah, but with the rain, I'm not sure if an overcut will work here.
yeah, it depends on the rain here. So strategy comes into play here.
Yeah,
Who
Taufik
will
might.
make who will make the right call for pit stop here?
Yeah, Taufik.
Especially at this point, this is where they're starting to think about their pit stop strategy. Especially in this battle for fifth position here.
Yeah, they're starting to. The gap is starting to neutralize a little bit. Just a little. Whoa, and here we have. What is this? A blue flag? Yeah, a
He's
blue
trying to
flag.
unlap
What do
himself
that?
there. I think in front of them, Taufik.
Oh,
And
what you better be careful here. Because he has a blue flag there, I think.
that's Rifai by the looks of the car number there, 12.
Yeah, that might be refund.
There's a huge slide from Rifai there.
Oh yeah, that's DeFi. Taufik has already passed Wadi
Yeah,
there, so and
as you can
Shamim
see,
he's one lap down unfortunately. Oh
especially after fixing those damage. Looks like it's a very heavy damage that he sustained there on the first lap.
so at the moment,
This is the closest battle that we. Oh,
oh no, Kelvin Pao.
Kelvin just loses its rear grip there,
Oh no, after all that, the rain gets the better of him. Unfortunate.
and that gives Eric the P5 position here, followed by Zuliman there, who is really unlucky for Eric, not for Kelvin Pau there after 43 minutes of the race.
Yes, the blockade for Eric and Zuliman has finally been broken. Now they can both unleash themselves. Well, probably for Eric, not sure for Zuliman here. With
Yeah,
the
Eric.
damage on his car.
Yep, and Eric have a really clean air in front of him.
And here we have
See a
Akil.
replay. Oh,
Oh, Akil there. Bit of a contact with Wadi. Wadi's not having a good time here in Interlagos. That's for sure. I think he lost his magic now. Azul Iman here. Already a second down to Eric. Oh, what could
looks
have been for Kelvin there?
yeah, and looks like Eric is showing his pace with that clean air in front of him.
He's been building up to this point here. He's gonna unleash it now.
I think all of those tires have been in the first 40 minutes behind Kelvin Pau there. As you can see Taufik, he is in the pit.
Very early for him.
Yeah, it's really early on the race.
He's changing to wets, I think. He's already changing to wet. The rain is 9% though. Oh, we have a yellow flag, not sure. The Lexus of Refi, definitely. Not sure what
Looks like
happened there. Must be a spin.
I think the track is getting wetter and wetter at this point. You can see a couple of spins there.
Yeah,
Oh,
Zuliman,
you can
both,
see Zuliman and Eric here.
yeah, both of them are taking their pit stops now. Yeah, I think a lot of the drivers are thinking to change to wet now.
You can see here Nico lapping Akir here, inheriting the P1 position from Taufik, who just made his pit stop.
Surprisingly, I'm looking at the leader, the timing board here. What he was using, the wet tires. I think he put it on too soon. No,
I think he pitted uh, on the last lap.
that's probably why he was unable to.
No, I think he just pitted on the last lap because if he weren't, yeah, if he wasn't pit, didn't go into the pit, he'll be in front of Akil here.
All right then. Yeah,
You
that
can
might be.
see Nico is going into the pit as well. Looks like the condition is changing really, really
What
quickly
Ahmad
here.
doing here? Yeah, he's going as well. So everyone's changing now. Even though the track says it's mostly dry.
But we never know. The drivers, this is the decision on the drivers itself on their strategy, whether they feel like the track is wet, too wet, or there's still some dry patches there. But we'll see. As you can see here, Yanor is still on the lap here with the medium tire.
Where is Hianwar at the moment? Uh, as we got Taufik, this is
Still
his
behind.
out lap, right? So yeah, he wouldn't get a first lap here.
Uh, Looks like, yeah, I think Taufik clears Nicole here.
Yeah, easily.
I think they need to nurture the wet tires in this condition. If it's still mostly dry, but avoiding the tire temp for going rising a lot.
Yeah, and we're halfway into the race, halfway past the race already.
Yep,
So yeah, that's 45 minutes of racing with the wet tires.
we'll see. You can see here with 45 minutes to go, the gap between Taufik and Nicole here closes into 2 seconds or 3 seconds here. Well, Taufik was leading by 8 seconds, and now the gap closes into 3 seconds.
Nicole might have taken slightly less fuel than Taufik
Yeah,
probably, and he has to warm up his tires as well. Don't forget the the rain is also increasing bit by bit.
yeah, this is well, the strategy calls affects a lot here. Yeah, you can see that Nicole Hong just fill up to 60% only, while Taufik to 87%. That's quite a lot.
That's quite heavy,
Yeah,
but so far, yeah, Nicole has to contend with cold tires at the moment. Yeah, the pit stop has just neutralized everything now. Now the gap is just well,
we can see Zuliman is in front of Eric Setre after pitting. What happened to Eric? Maybe a slight fuel.
or
More,
maybe Zuliman doesn't repair his car.
who knows? By the rest of it, they are taking the wet tires already. Well, that's quite a huge gap between Zuliman and Eric. There, 10 seconds.
Yeah, that's
Well,
quite
when
a
they
lot.
went into the pit, Eric was in front of him.
And we have a replay here. Oh, that's
Oh,
why.
okay.
Eric, I'm getting too feisty with the cold wet tires there.
Yep. There you go. Moderately wet.
Now we're talking.
Yeah, we
The
can see
spray,
some sprays already.
the spray has come on. Yeah, now look, I do feel like I'm saying it, but I'm gonna say it. As long as he keeps it together, he can keep the fifth position.
Yep.
So far, we haven't seen anything from Ferdi, but he's also managing. His last lap was at 2:42. I think he just came out of the pits.
At this point, Ferdi just keeps his position here. But we'll see on the protest that we are going to receive,
Yeah.
and the after that first incident that we are going to review later.
Yeah, looking at the standings at the moment, yeah, Ferdi, he's not gonna extend that much. But then again, his only real contender so far is Jusmin ahead of him, because Ayman Samim is so far back. Yeah, that's like a 20 points deficit, almost a full win there.
Ooh, the car is not happy there, especially in this condition. The wet tires, so don't be too greedy on the gas there.
but he is gapping Nicole home though, so he might
Yeah,
be quite alright with just spinning. Whoa,
I think it's just the Lexus in general that is quick
you,
in this track.
is that a track limit? As they are going through, Nico's last lap was 0, so I'm assuming he might have gone off the track. But from the looks of things, yeah, only Taufik did a 145 last lap on the wets so far. The rest are doing 147s, so we might see a non-stopper here, and we have a yellow flag there somewhere. No clue what's going on with the yellow flags.
Well, it's the game system, so there's nothing there actually. Not sure. Well, the game itself is not really a full release by the looks of it. For me, it's still a beta game. Oh,
Or if what's happened here? Probably another driver error.
yeah, I think especially in this condition where
Hey,
you need to be really patient on the throttle.
yeah, needs to be careful with the rejoin as well.
You can see Zuliman. I think he's closing into Pedigere Ramadan there. What happened to Ferdi here?
Yeah, and he's pulling away from Eric as well. 5 seconds already added into the 10 seconds gap.
There you go, Ferdi in front into the first turn.
Yeah, Furdy's not doing too well. His last lap was of 150. The rest are doing 147s. Zuliman was doing 47s last lap as well.
Maybe a slight hiccups.
Uh,
See a replay here from Rifai. Ooh,
ooh, not sure. Must be. Yeah, the rear is just not sticking for him. See Furdy, yeah, he saw the gap and then look at that.
anyways, we are on board with our race leader here. So 7 more minutes into 60 minutes here.
Yeah, so far the top three are doing similar lap times 47.2, 47.0, 47 flat, 47.3. So yeah, they're not going anywhere unless one of them makes a mistake. But Furdy's quite, yeah, he's just cruising, let's just say.
You can't be too relaxed because Raymond is catching you up really quickly there. Another 3 seconds shaves off in this lap alone. So that gives advantage to Jusman there to close up the gap in the championship.
Yes, we have another yellow flag just now. Another one, not sure what happened.
I think that's the same Lexus there from Refi. They needs
What's
to
going
be
on?
careful with the rejoin there.
What's going on? Hopefully we can get a replay on what's going on because everyone is far away at the moment. They're just managing their own race at this point, just trying to keep themselves on the track, really. Tia Muhammad Yanuar just doing his own thing after overtaking Wadi. Quite a tussle with him earlier on.
I think it's not the same corner previously. Yeah, he just loses the rear end of the grip there.
Yeah, something's wrong with his setup, and he hits the front of the car as well. Unfortunate session for him. Is this the first time he does a rainy session?
Yeah, because on the third round of the race, he was not around.
That's probably another factor for him not being able to control the car here. Quite unfortunate as we look at Taufik here almost 5 second. 5 second gap now.
I think at this point everyone is doing the well. When everyone is doing at the same pace, they are not going anywhere. So the gap neutralizes between those top three. Oh, little bit of sliding there from Tawfiq.
Yeah, he's just pushing at this point. And that's Januar in front of him. Finally, the last of the Januar hasn't been lapped yet so far. So there you go. He's the last one not to be lapped with Kelvin Poe 20 seconds in front of him. Whoa, Taufik! Whoa, Taufik!
Oh, that's a huge slide.
Whoa!
This gives Nicole the chance to close the gap here. Where
Whoa!
is Nicole?
Oh, Taufik! He spun!
Oh, not yet.
Oh, he managed to keep
Look
it.
at that
What a save!
Nicole closing up really quickly
Look at
here.
that! Yeah. What a turn of events! What is supposed to be a normal blue flag procedure turns into a slight disaster for him. Oof. That was supposed to be an easy dive into the inside of the back marker and then go. But no, the Lexus just slides away from him.
It's just too greedy on the throttle by the looks of it. Like that, 1.8 second with his P1 and P2 here.
Yeah, both of them hasn't won a race here yet, so they're quite hungry to get it. Quite unfortunate considering that's his
Oh,
teammate.
Nicole is really on it.
Yeah, half a second behind now.
And he needs to do it well quickly because Taufik, especially after those few slides, it will warm up the tires a lot more. You can see here.
Nicole having a good exit there, don't you think?
Yeah, I mean, Taufik feels like Taufik having a less grip now after that huge slide.
Yeah, the Lexus seems to be having some problem here with the rear grip. But he holds on at the moment.
Will he keep his composure here and try to pull away again here? Taufik.
Yeah, turn 6 is really tricky for all of them here. We've seen quite a few spins already. Yeah, look at that. Taufik is just squirming out of that corner there. But he is slightly faster than Nicole going through there.
Oh, that's
Whoa,
that's
big
really
wide,
that's really late on the break.
but he's still 1 second clear of Nicole
Nope,
at the moment.
he is closing in.
Whoa, whoa, he just slides there.
That looks like that early pit stop is not really helps him here, especially in terms of tire wear.
Yeah,
And with the Lexus heavy front end, compared to the Porsche rear end, which helps the traction of the car, especially in this condition, it's really strong for the Porsche.
yeah. As you can see, the exit, Nicole coming closer, but not enough to get close to Taufik there, as we have a drive-through penalty for refi for track limits. Yeah, so far Taufik has to keep it together. He can't afford to just slide the car all around.
Yeah,
We have
let's
30 minutes of racing to go, 32 minutes to be exact. The rain is maintaining though, so the track gonna be wet as this at the moment. As we have a replay from Akil there, who was just the rear just lets go there on off throttle. Oh, and
too wide.
Nicole just showing his nose on the inside. But Taufik is not letting that go easily. Whoa, another
Another
slide.
huge slide there. Looks like this is the setup of Taufik by the looks of it.
Yeah, he really likes that rear end losing away from him all the time.
And in this condition, it doesn't look too good to me.
Yeah, it doesn't help him by the looks of it. Especially here in the exit where the Porsche is quite strong. But with a 3 tenths of a gap, can Nicole be able to close in before the first corner? Yeah, the straight line speed of that Lexus is not allowing the Porsche to go anywhere close. Oh,
Let
Taufik,
up it
Taufik.
go. That's too wide there. That's too deep into the first corner.
He'll
Can
go
Nico
Nicole
capitalize here?
on the run up on the outside.
Side by
They
side.
push it together, and Nicole takes the lead. Will
Taufik
Taufik?
with the nose there. He's picking up.
There we go. Nicole with the lead now.
It's like we have a new lead here. Nico Hong finally.
After 1 hour of racing, we have a new leader. The rain just gives the Porsche a little bit of an advantage there.
Yeah, the rain just neutralized all of the drivers here.
All he needs to do is just keep it together since Taufik's struggling a little bit there on the wets.
Taufik needs to keep his composure, especially in this final 30 minutes of the race.
He needs to be patient as well with the throttle, considering how he always oversteers into out of the exits.
Yeah, but looking at the energy between these two thing, I'm not sure if Nicole can go until the well 30 minutes with 60% of energy there.
But he has the lead now, so he can control the pace and manage his fuel at the same time without ever worrying too much there. Considering, yeah, Taufik
Yeah,
is Taufik is falling away now.
I think with the less energy there, it gives the Porsche an advantage there. The car feels lighter compared to Taufik's,
Yeah,
and
definitely.
he's pulling away ever so closely as well.
Yeah, look at that. Even in the third corner, the Lexus is wiggling around. Oh, what happened to Januar here? Another error from Januar. As Jusmin just keeping it. Yeah, since Ferdy is like 20 seconds away from him, and he's just 10 seconds away from Taufik. There's nothing really more he can do here, except not to screw it up.
The only opportunity that Jusmin can get more points is that Taufik spins and hit the wall because you can see here Taufik seems like he's struggling to control the car in these twisty corners. You can see a replay here from Januar on the first turn.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
the car just spins just like that.
another lazy slide there.
Yeah, I think most of the drivers are set up their car for dry conditions, but didn't take into account how wet the track's gonna be. It's quite apparent for Taufik, considering how much he struggles now. 2 seconds now the gap, so it's increasing.
Yeah, will Jusmin capitalize on that?
Unfortunately for Jusmin, though, even with Taufik struggling like that, Jusmin's last lap is still slower than Taufik. So he might be just be cautious enough with the Ferrari.
Yeah, I think well in this condition, if they are still using the same setup from the dry restart, they'll be struggling on those twisty corners or even on the fast corners like this one.
I think that's what Jusmin's probably thinking of doing because
Because in this game you can change the wing angle in the pit stop, so I think Nico might change his.
Yeah, that's quite a possibility.
You can see here, he's just pulling away from Taufik here.
But unfortunately, Guzman so far hasn't capitalized on it, even though he's closing it just slightly, but not enough. He would have to use the entire 15 minutes of the car.
Yes, you can see Nicole Hong leading the race, followed by Ayman Shamim here, which is a back marker already sadly for him
Yeah.
after what has happened in the first lap of the race.
So far, yeah, Nicole has the fastest lap of the wets among the wet runners so far. But he is doing 49s, while Taufik is 1 second slower last lap. And Jusmin is even slower than that, two
Yeah,
seconds slower.
I think the Porsche really gives really is an advantage here, especially in these conditions with the traction of the rear helping the car to helping to stabilize the car on the corner exits.
Doesn't seem to apply to Ayman though, considering Ayman is
A
Ayman
different
is
setup.
yeah,
So
Ayman is
there you
doing
go.
2 seconds slower.
Because we are having an open setup, not a fixed setup.
Yeah, Nicole is just using the advantage of the Porsche nicely. Yeah, everyone is just
I think the pace just neutralize the condition neutralize everyone's pace here.
as we have 24 minutes to go. Lots of them are doing 50s in their 50s, except for Nicole, who's doing 49s.
Condition is getting wetter and wetter by the looks of it. You can see here.
Yeah, the track right now, as the info shows, it's extremely wet, but the rain has stopped slightly. The rain has reduced by a lot. As we have a replay here of Akil, who unable to control the slide there. Think he misjudged his throttle. Maybe using a bit too low of a TC traction control.
It's really possible, especially when you start when you start with the same TC during the race start and you carried it towards in this condition. It's not really going to help you stabilize to stabilize the car in this condition. You might want to turn up the TC a little bit more in these conditions.
Yeah, that's probably what happened to him not changing TC enough. Taufik will be Taufik will be happy about this since the rain is decreasing. It's only 1% at the moment. I think it will stop, but the conditions are still very wet. Not sure if
Yeah,
it will improve that much by the time the race ends. We'll see.
yeah. We'll see how we have 20-ish more minutes to go. Let's see if the track dries up really quickly here, especially with the time multiplier of 2.
Yeah, so yeah, Taufik has a chance here to grab it back if the condition improves.
As you can see here, the spray is getting less and less here. There's a trick to see whether the track is wetter or it reduce. You can see by judging by the spray of the behind of the car here.
And so far, The spray is reducing, don't you think? Yeah,
Yeah, it is reduced.
yeah. The track is moderately wet now after extremely wet. It's definitely improving, but so far Taufik isn't able to catch him up. But Naim, when you look at the timing boards, when you look at the live timing, look at the energy. Only Taufik is having more energy than the rest.
So that's one that might come into play towards the end of the race here.
Yeah, yeah. Nicole only has 27% of energy left. Is that even enough? Like his average consumption is
Mm,
2.5% per lap.
he needs to fuel cell really, really hard from now, because if you are Nicole, you'll be struggling. Not you'll be having a problem towards the end. While Taufik, he can just full send the final few minutes of this race because of the amount of energy that the advantage of the energy that he have compared to the other drivers here.
Yes, by my calculations, if this timing board is correct, Nicole only has less than 10 laps left on his fuel, on his energy basically.
And with 18 minutes to go,
Jusmin is barely as well.
they might make it, but they'll have to, well, basically slow down a little bit more.
Okay, with 20 minutes to go, that's how many laps is that? Around 15? 13 laps, something like
Around
that?
13 laps, yeah.
Yeah, that's. Ooh, Nico's hanging by the edge there with his energy. Let's see if it's enough.
See here, 25% there. That's like only 5 laps by the looks of it, or even what if it takes 4% per lap,
Says here 2.6% per lap.
2.6%. So that's like 10 laps and another extra 2 or 3 laps. Might make it, but he needs to fuel cell a little bit more there.
And Taufik's not relenting because Taufik isn't saving any fuel. He doesn't have any reason to.
Yep, that's the advantage that Taufik have behind his car. The amount of energy, the extra energy that he has in his car gives him the leisure, the freedom to push the car as hard as he wants.
Yeah, maybe the extra weight and all the sliding is worth the effort for him on
Yeah,
the end. Let's see.
because of that heavy car, heavier fuel. So he was struggling a little bit there, but well, you can see the spray is getting less and less. So this might give Staffik the opportunity to take that lead again, especially knowing that, well, they can see the amount of energy that the other drivers have. Might want to push now.
Yeah, Taufik's getting three-fold advantage here with the weather, with the fuel, with the car getting stabilized. As Akil here, he's sliding bit by bit, controlling his car. Ooh, bit wide there. Is that a track limit?
In this wet condition, I think the game is not really well, really not really that strict. So he might get away from it.
Ah, that's quite fortunate for him then. As you can see, Nico Hong, yeah, I think he's starting to feel safe now. He's not getting away from Taufik anytime soon. And in fact, Taufik has just gotten below 2 seconds of gap. And Zuriman, surprisingly, still keeps it together at fifth position. So that's quite a good run for him at the moment.
This is going to be his highest ever position.
Yet, we haven't. Yeah, it's 17 minutes to
With
go.
70 minutes to go.
Anything can happen for him.
Maybe that change of cars helps him here.
Yeah, he has. Yeah, the car. Yeah, the rear. Well, the rear weight basically
Yeah,
helping him
finally, finally he made a good decision on car selection here.
once in a while. Yeah, Eric is not being able to do anything. After all that, the two Mustangs are just behind him, not being able to do anything. At the moment, they can only hope.
Yeah, we can see the gap between the leader here is closing down to 1.5 second now.
Yeah, this could be another battle, but will Nicole be able to battle? Because he's very, very low on energy. Will he risk it? Yeah, on average, Nicole, apart from Refi, Nicole is one of the lowest consumption so far with his car.
19%, that's like what, 7 laps to go.
7 laps with just how many is that? 12, 15 minutes to go. Oh, unless you. Oh, what's that? What is that back marker doing?
Yes, lost a tire or something.
Oh no! But he still keep going though, so not sure what happened. I think Taufik at this point he knew. I think he's gonna know soon. He's just gonna stay behind, or he fight it just for the sake of it.
I think there's not plenty of time left. Especially Taufik, who have the advantage of the energy here. So if he wants that lead back,
Yeah,
just
he.
play it really quickly here and well try to pressure Nicole to forget about fuel saving here if he wants to.
Yeah, this could. Yeah, this is an advantage for him.
Yeah, she doesn't need to well pass him, but just try to scare him.
Yeah, especially doing a fake dive just
Yeah,
to make sure uh, Nicole doesn't lift and coast.
yeah, just to distract his well Nicole's attention on his fuel there.
Yeah, by the looks of it, by the looks of Taufik's energy, he can basically push all the way to the finish line. So that's a huge advantage for Taufik.
Yeah, so Taufik needs to push Nicole into well make Nicole push his car and forgot about fuel saving here.
But so far, his average last 3 laps was a 2.5, so he's still saving his fuel.
Need
I
to
mean, he,
get the adjustment as well with 22% here. I think that's mm, on the dot for a rest finish for adjustment as well.
yeah, as now darkness falls on Sao Paulo.
Back marker in front of Nico here. This might gives the chance for Taufik to close down really quickly here.
Who's that? Is that Sharma?
That's I think
No.
that's Wadi.
Oh, it's Wadi. Oh, oh, just in time there in corner. Let's see. Okay, Wadi just gives it away. No dramas there for Taufik. He can focus on Nicole now.
Yep, the race is still far from over here, ladies and gentlemen. We might still have a last position change here between our race leader and P2.
It might happen in the pits though. That's the thing. Yes, the visibility is dropping rapidly here. Can almost only see the headlights at this point.
Yeah, I think at this rate, the condition might not be, well, might not dry up really quickly because of the weather. It's at night time, so it might take more time for the track to dry up. So this might give the advantage to Nico here to conserve his energy and bring it home here.
Yeah, with 10 minutes to go, the track hasn't improved that much as well. But he's closing in. Yeah, they're playing mind games right now. As Nicole, he's still managing his fuel after all that with just 13% left, I think.
Oh, Taufik showing the nose there,
Yeah,
trying to distract Nico's attention here.
here we go into turn 6, one of the trickiest corners. Will he force Nicole into a mistake?
Yeah, you can see that Taufik catches Nico in the braking zone.
Oh,
You can
look
see
at
how
that! Look
much
at
it
that!
is. There you go. It shows here.
Look at
It
that! Into
shows.
the inside,
There you
hitting the
go.
inside line. Taufik.
They're still side by side. This gives Nico a little bit of headache here because he wants to feel safe, but he wants to keep the position as also.
Taufik around the outside. He's still having that much grip. Look at that. Still side by side. He's been
Yeah.
saving all that grip for this moment.
Uh,
Will Nicole dive down the inside? No, he won't. But will he take the exit? As Taufik goes wide a little bit there.
goes deep into that
Look at
braking
that
zone.
Porsche's acceleration. Just passes easily to Taufik there.
Yeah, like that.
Good
The
effort.
traction.
Yeah, good effort by Taufik. But Nicole just with the acceleration of that Porsche. But here we go into turn 1. Taufik diving down the inside. Turn 1. Side by side they go.
Will he keep the position here? A block pass there.
Yes, he can.
That the advantage of the amount of energy that they have, but it's not over yet between these two.
Yeah, but is the Porsche close enough though for a counter attack?
Looks like at this point Nico might want to fuel save.
Yeah, the
Might want to focus on fuel saving instead of like catching up ever so closely here. This is the advantage of Taufik of having more energy. He knows that Nico have to leave before coming into a braking zone. So that's the only chance that he can get basically to be side by side with him.
yeah, the last lap. I think Taufik just used his afterburners or something because the average fuel consumption just jumps for Taufik there.
Yeah,
Yeah, he used everything that last lap to overtake Nico just to be sure here.
Nico with 9% there.
Yeah, will this be enough for the
That's like
remaining?
4 laps.
Yeah, for the remaining 7 minutes, especially if Taufik manages to get another lap in before the timer runs out. Yeah, that will be a problem for Nico. Another problem there.
Got Taufik going deep into that last corner again.
Yeah, now Taufik can just push ahead all the time and give Nico an even greater headache.
Look at that. He just pulls away in the braking zone because, basically Nico have to leave coming into that braking zone. But the traction of the Porsche helps him to keep up with Taufik here.
Yeah, that's the only thing that can keep. Yeah, that's the only thing keeping him going along there.
And a chance for the win here.
Yeah, which is fading away from him
Yeah,
as the
Taufik just
race.
need to keep the car on the road here without sliding a lot.
Yeah, he can push whenever he wants in the acceleration and braking zone, but he needs still needs to be careful around the corners. As we have the estimated lap of 3, 4.
I think it's, ah, I think it's 3.
Yeah, he just needs to hold on for 3 laps. Not sure if Nicole has the energy to do so.
Yeah,
I mean, he's the only one so far with less than 10% energy.
it's going to be really close for him.
He's not letting go as well. I'm not sure what he's trying to do here. Ooh, Taufik with a wiggle, going on the exit. Nicole, yeah, Nicole gets a better exit. Here we go, another one. Side by side they go.
This is going to hurt Nico's fuel consumption rate here.
But
Looks like
oh,
he's going into
Nicole,
the pit.
oh, there you go. It's all over for Nicole. He, yeah, that's unfortunate. He
And
tried to,
this gives Yusmin the opportunity to close down the gap between himself.
yeah, and Ferdy.
Let's see where Yusmin is going to be after Nicole finishes his pit stop.
There you go. Oh, what's this?
You can see Wadi here.
Whoa, Jusmin just got dive bombed there by who was that?
I think this is Yusmin Nicole by dive bomb by Wadi there.
Oh, what's going on? Good thing Nicole is far away, and even Ferdy is far away from him, so he has no pressure. He has no pressure to do anything.
Yeah, I think Yusmin just took P2 there.
Yep. And we have a replay of what's going on here between.
It's a fight between it's a fight of position here between Wadi and Ayman Shamim.
Oh, Ayman. Oh, Ayman
Oh,
there. A bit of a compromise on the exit. No wonder. I know what happened after this one. What happened as Juiceman here flashing his lights to try and get through these two backmarkers. Oh, look at that. Wadi just misses his breaking point there.
gives Ayman Shamim the opportunity to pass him easily here.
Yeah, you can see the difference. As Taufik here,
As you can see here, we're on board with Nicole there. It's really unlucky for him. He should have just refueled a little bit more, and he could have got the win here in this round, especially after a stunning drive in this condition.
yeah, he took a gamble on the fuel. It didn't work for him, sadly.
And I think this gives the an opportunity for Jusmin to close the gap in the championship point. Right?
Yeah, considering Ferdi is not ahead there of Nicole.
Yeah, Brody is still behind in fourth position.
Yeah. But Ayman is still too far away. Our second place, or the runner up in the championship, is still far away.
Yeah, with this, I think Jusmin will take P2 in the championship standing.
Yeah, at this rate, Jusmin would have roughly around 13 points. Jusmin would close the gap by 13 points. That's still a lot, though, considering uh, Jusmin is 49 point behind Ferdi.
So we might see well, an absolute race in the final round next week.
It's all to play for here. Is Ferdi saving until Sebring before he truly unleashes his pace and then win there?
Yeah, with the Aston, it's pretty strong at Sebring there.
We'll see. That could get interesting, but for now, with 2 minutes to go, just two more laps. Two more laps for Taufik to do it. As no one behind him, 18 seconds.
Yeah, he can just relax now with no pressure coming from behind. Even Jusmin is 18 seconds behind.
Surprisingly, yeah, Nicole only takes so little fuel right now. Both of them, both Jusmin and Nicole are what, 5% of fuel?
Yeah, I think that's 5% at this rate is more than enough to finish the race.
Yeah, should be now. Look at the Taufik is still like 20%. He can pretty much push all day long with that fuel.
Yeah, there you go. Looks like Nicole didn't get a good call on his pit stop strategy, especially uh, on his refuel.
Yeah, well, at least he clears Purdy around 7 seconds back.
Yeah, and Ferdi, by the rest of it, doesn't have enough practice in the for this race.
Yeah.
The pace is not showing for like looking at our timesheets here. It's like we have one more laps of racing to go.
Yes, one more.
As we are on board with Taufik here, starting the final lap of the race after 1 hour and 30 minutes. Was an eventful one. Eh?
Yeah, it's quite eventful, especially for the mid pack for the first one, and then the leader, battle for the lead, and then the rest is just trying to stay on the track. Really,
It's just trying to survive basically, especially in this condition and a tricky track to drive, especially on the wet.
yeah. The Lexus seems to be struggling way more. I mean, the front engine cars seems to struggle way more in the wets.
Yeah, compared to the mid and rear engine car.
Yeah, surprisingly, considering Ferrari is very tricky at times.
You can
But
see here, look at that, Zoliman just passes Verdi there.
ooh,
Oh, this might come into the position here. Is Verdi have no fuel?
he still have more than enough fuel. I
I
think
think
he
some,
just spun or something. We
yeah,
have to have a replay for that one.
I think
As
something might happen there to Verdi here. So this gives the chance for Jusmin there.
yeah, Jusmin now has bigger chances, and but Ayman still behind me. But here we go, Taufik, last corner as he goes.
Look at that, Verdi stumbling down the order here. What happened to
Oh,
him? I think he is waiting at the start finish line there.
not enough fuel probably.
Yeah,
As Taufik, after all that, takes the checkered flag and wins round 4 of Apex GT Series Sao Paulo Interlagos. Yeah, he just keeps it together. Yeah, Jusmin has way more chances now to close in for the final round as he takes the checkered flag for second. While Nicole, where is Nicole? There you go. After a gamble that didn't work and still manages to hold on to the last podium spot here, crossing the finish
finishes
line.
P3, completes the our podium for fourth round here.
And where is he? Where is he?
There you go.
Good
Finally,
Iman.
finally, a no spinner in this round.
Yes, a good session for him. Finally, a fourth position, the highest he's been so far
A
in
change
this
of
series.
car.
Yeah, all it took was just a change of car there as he takes the checkered flag with Eric behind him.
I think that's why the Januar won the way with this.
Yeah,
There you
Eric
go,
here.
Eric there in fifth position. Another good drive from him.
Yeah, after quite a shot. Good thing both of the cars are not damaged, but here we go. Here, he's not sure what happened to Ferdy. He's still not. Yeah, I think he's out,
Yeah, I think he just ran out of fuel or something.
but he is sixth position so
Yeah,
far.
he'll be in sixth because he finishes behind. Basically, he waits for Taufik there to finish.
As Akil there finishing ninth. Not bad so far for him as a first timer, right?
Yep, he is. This is his first time
Yeah, he's in front of Hyman
driving here.
Khan. That's pretty good. As where's Kelvin? Kelvin, unfortunately for Kelvin, after all that defending, he only manages to ended up at seventh place.
It was really unlucky for him to to get a wheel spin on the tight no, on the sector where it's really technical there.
Yeah, I think the wet conditions basically turned the tables for
Yeah,
him. That's unfortunate. As Ferdy finishes sixth, yeah, yeah. Ayman just Ayman's probably having a relief there after
yeah,
all that. With Januar on eighth position, Akil ninth, and Ayman 10th. And then Wadi followed by Rifai and then Isan.
and what an eventful round four here, especially after that
Yeah.
when the condition changed here has a
Yeah, another rainy race.
and the rainy finish here. So what do you think? The driver of the day for today?
Ooh, what I mean it's obviously Taufik.
Yeah,
Calvin
so
Powell would be second, but yeah.
yeah,
But
even after that,
we only
even
talk
after
to
he
Taufik.
loses that position,
Yeah. But definitely Taufik because he manages it well. He controls the car well. He didn't spin. Almost spin out, but
he almost missed that, but
he managed to save it. That was quite cool.
he's not losing a lot of time as well after what his Tokyo drifting in
Yeah.
Sao Paulo there.
Yeah. Yeah, even with heavier car, he still manages to be behind Nicole and then forcing Nicole to pit for fuel as well.
Yeah, so that's a really good and well managed pace from Taufik here. He
Yeah.
deserves our driver of the day, and with that, that's the end of our round for Azza.
Yeah. That's it for round four.
And we'll see you in the final round of Apex GT series, which is next week. So we don't have a week break here, and we are straight into the final round of Apex GT next week, ladies and gentlemen. So all to play for there, Azza.
Yeah. See you guys in Sebring.
So thank you for watching, especially at these hours. So if you haven't subscribed to our channel, please do subscribe to our YouTube channel for more racing contents and also our social media at Apex Racing Brunei on IG or Instagram and TikTok. And we'll hope to see you again next week. So have a good night's sleep, everyone.
Goodbye.